Okay, so next up on the bench is this Toshiba satellite. This thing was dropped off because the user spilled liquid all across the top of the keyboard and the trackpad here, and a lot of the keys are not responding when you try to type anything in. As you notice, when I click inside the box here and try to type, some of like one or two keys work on this side, but half the keys are not working. So we're going to go ahead and take this thing apart, and we're going to replace this entire top palm rest with a good working palm rest and trackpad so we can get this thing all back up and running. All right, there we go. Bottom shell is off. And immediately on the bottom shell here, you can see all the liquid that's running through the bottom here. So they definitely spilled something through here, but the machine itself does boot. So if I see any sort of corrosion or anything on the board itself, I'll try to wipe it off with some alcohol. But I do see like a little bit of, kind of looks like water corrosion right there, but the board itself looks pretty good from what I can see. I'm not really seeing any watermarks or corrosion on the board itself. So essentially all of this stuff has to come off and get transferred over to the new palm rest. So we're going to get started with getting this all taken apart. So this is the new palm rest that all of this equipment is going to be put down into. The trackpad is already there. The little circuit board is there for that, and this little circuit board is here. So essentially we've just got to take off everything else and get it put into place here on this palm rest. But once we get everything all switched and transferred over, this thing should be all good to go. All right, so we've got all the fans, the motherboard, all the cables here. There's a hard drive, but that goes in a minute. What we're going to do now is disconnect or unscrew the screen and all the cables that go along with the screen, the Wi-Fi cables. It already has a DC jack, so we can leave that in there. But the Wi-Fi cables and the video cables and all these other cables that come with the screen, we're going to get that out and get that swapped over to this new machine. Okay, so now we're just going to run a quick little keyboard tester. This is keyboardtester.com. This is so that you can just kind of run through, and whenever you type the keys, it shows up and it highlights to let you know that that key is working just fine. And so this allows you to just kind of run your finger across the board, hit all the keys, make sure that everything is functioning and every single key does light up the way that it's supposed to. So we're just going to run through this test a couple times, make sure everything's all good to go, and we should be able to get this one out the door today. Okay, so we got the old palm rest taken out. The new palm rest is in, and we tested all the components on the new palm rest, and everything is testing out just fine. So if you like this sort of content, I would like to ask you to give us a like and a follow. This helps the algorithm know that we're putting out really good content that you're enjoying, and it lets us know that you're enjoying the content so that we can make more just like it. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again next time.